Hi everyone, welcome to my first ever YouTube video with my brand new gimbal in my man cave for Star Wars May 4th day. We're walking into my man cave and here we are with my Darth Vader lightsaber. One of my favourites, it's been with me for about 20 years. I'm a big Star Wars fan and I have no scripts today. The house hasn't been dusted. Right here we've got my signed Star Wars picture all the way from Vegas about 15 years ago. My visit, it's got lots of signatures from the movies, and here is everyone that has signed the pictures. Unfortunately, a few of these people have passed away now, but it's still a great thing to have in the house in the man cave. I'll be looking to do more videos, and hopefully I'll get better with editing as we go along. Here is Yoda's lightsaber, again something I've had around for 20 years. This is a signed picture that I brought many years ago. It has slipped, but it's one of my first ever collectibles that I brought from working full time. I do love it and I will have to get it rehung. Next we have my Luke Skywalker lightsaber from memory. This one's a Black Series lightsaber and a recent pickup from Zing Pop Cultures. Then we have a Ray Park signed picture along with a 3D picture that changes with the light. Like everyone, big Darth Maul fan, and I enjoy this picture, and it looks good in the room. Next we have my Princess Leia. I really like the colours in this. The copper stylings of it makes it look fantastic. And I think it complements, and you can see a big crack in the wall there. These are all items that have been brought from Amazon to hang everything on the wall. Again, the same artist that did Obi-Wan did this Darth Vader picture. You can see that it is signed. It's about 30 years old, but it is, as I said, one of my most favourite collectibles. These ones are some of my earliest pickups. Then we have young Anakin Skywalker, obviously from that famous picture from the episode 1, combined with another 3D picture that changes with light, with Yoda there. I think it's a really cool connection. Then we have my 3 skateboards from Element. So we've got Yoda, R2-D2 and C3PO, and then Darth Vader and Luke fighting along. I really like the skateboards up on the wall here. Again, the hooks came from Amazon. Then we have some of my wider Star Wars collection. We've got the Ralph McQuarrie figures behind Darth Maul here. Big Ralph McQuarrie fan. I do have his original artwork that was given to me for my 8th birthday, and one day I'll show you a video of those. Then we've got those 3 packs in the background. I really do enjoy these collection of the 3 packs. They were quite old school, but they still stand up today. Can't tell you who made this Darth Maul figure. But yes, here's a closer look at those Ralph McQuarrie pictures. Admittedly, I'm such an amateur with this. I filmed this with an external microphone, not realising that it was not paired with my phone. So I do apologise that if the audio is not matching, but I promise I'll try to get better. But please bear with me, my first ever YouTube video. My Darth Vader helmet. I'm really a big fan of the spirit packs and hologram packs. I haven't brought many of the hologram figures, but here's Jedi spirits made, obviously added for the re-release with Anakin, Yoda and Obi-Wan back in the day. Big fan of these. I also have a Obi-Wan mail-away hologram figure as well. Yep, we have some episode 1 figures. These are OG episode 1. So we have obviously Obi-Wan, who's not an episode 1 figure, with the OG Obi-Wan Kenobi. That was brought from Toys R Us, ironically. Again, some more Toys R Us figures. Amidala, young Anakin Skywalker, and a really cool Black Series Darth Vader there with the ghost head. Again, very, very cool looking figure, and a big fan. Some more spirit figures. Yoda, C3PO, not C3PO, R2D2. A couple of Yodas. That's the mail away Obi-Wan Kenobi that I got like 35 years ago. I am a 47-year-old Star Wars and sneaker collector. Here we have got Kylo, Black Series, and I am an inbox collector as well. So you'll see many things with being in box. Hot Toys, Luke Skywalker. I do need to get the one with him and Grogu because I want to put his Andor cloak back on him to match with my Leia and Ewok, so I can separate them, put them all back together, and possibly get Luke Skywalker, Han Solo. I mean, apologies, I don't have a script. And this is one of my coolest figures. Never actually seen this figure before. A Slave Leia, essentially Barbie doll set. Nearly 35 years old. Fantastic piece, one of my favourites in the collection. Hot Toys, Yoda, Chewie, and Han Solo. Again, some of my favourite collectibles, and some more 3-packs from back in the day. We can't really see with... there we go, I've moved Han out of the way so everyone can see those 3-packs. Now we've got the little R2 and C3PO collection that baseballs from Disneyland. The one in the back there is a money box and fully moves. Some mail away figures, some special editions, Power of the Force figures, which I think look fantastic and still stand up today. Most things I try and keep into the box, unless they're sort of hot toys or if the box particularly gets damaged. An original statue that I think I've had since I was 18 years old from Empire Strikes Back. Very cool on the Tauntaun there. Han and Chewie from an old figure. I've got the Black Series Boba Fett helmet there with a 300th figure, collectible Boba Fett figure. Don't know if they're rare or not. I just buy what I like. I don't particularly buy hype. A little bit of the dark side there with Darth Maul. Kylo and Rey from the sequels joined together. And some more figures. I do like these coin figures, but I didn't get many of them. Another Boba Fett and R2-D2. So yeah, that is sort of one corner of the man cave. I'll look to do another tour down the track, but you can see there's plenty of collectibles done over the last 20 years. I'm not going to re-edit the camera, so I'm probably going to walk around. So you'll see other parts of the man cave that I'll do other tours for. My little Jack Daniels collection, Hot Toys over there in the corner as well. This is a really cool cushion, a Darth Vader cushion. It does fold into a Darth Vader head as well, which is cool, but I think the way the Vader's written is very much awesome. Yoda, Halloween lolly giveaway jar. That looks good right next to the Star Wars light, cookie jar, and TIE fighter. Quite large. I'd love to hang that on the roof, but I've yet to find something strong enough to hang that off the roof. Some other collectibles there in the corner. Here's my little gaming corner of the room. You'll see some Stormtrooper controller holders and and a PlayStation 4 Darth Vader. Look at all that dust. That's quite disgraceful. I should have dusted first. But I love this Star Wars Darth Vader PlayStation 4 and wish they would do a PlayStation 5. Got the OG PS3 that also does backwards PS2, OG PS1 sitting there, and some Nintendos. But yeah, the Darth Vader PS4, I still yet to get the PS5. Here's some other random things that we'll do a tour of later. Transformers, Marvel, Bill and Ted, DC, my little DC collection there, some masks. But then we have this awesome Star Wars box with collectibles inside, the medal, the melted Vader helmet, and obviously medal from Episode 1 and Boba Fett's shooter. All left in the box and all still, as you can see, all wired together. But I do love the box of this. It is a little bulky. It is numbered 4,644 from 5,000. I don't really put a lot of stock in the numbers. I'm led to believe it's more than 2 or 3. It doesn't necessarily make. And here we have some Star Wars figures up on the roof. George Lucas. They're all hanging up in the man cave. George Lucas is a stormtrooper. I was really psyched to get this, even though it's a 50th anniversary. Again, the 50th Mace Windu, another Black Series Mace when it first came out. Another hologram Obi-Wan. Old Luke from the sequels. Young Luke in the pilot outfit. I do like to connect the old and the new. Young Lando, sorry, I went completely blank. And OG Lando side by side together. Leia from the sequels, and then Leia from Star Wars. Rey in a white box. Don't think that means much, but and then the Sith Trooper there. The red one, I just like the red, and again a white one as well. I might take them down eventually. And here's another Force Spirit pack. These are obviously much bigger figures with Anakin, Yoda, and Obi-Wan. This is probably quite a recent pickup, about a year ago. But yeah, a little bit bulky, but still looks pretty cool in my opinion. But I do need to... I'm also a sports card and Enter Bay collector. I do have a few signed autographed cards that I will showcase when I do a proper collection tour. But yeah, I do collect a bunch of things. Here's the 2-year-old puppy. As I said, I'm not really going to turn the camera on and off because I don't really know how to edit. Here's our little nerd garden, my Star Wars garden, with my pots, my Star Wars pots there. I haven't filled them up with plants. And then I have some solar lights that come on at night. But yeah, a bit of a nerd garden going on right here that needs some tidying up. But we are going into autumn here in Australia. Then we've got Darth Vader, which looks pretty badass at night. I probably should get a red light to go with that one. But that's pretty cool. And then a Stormtrooper. Here, I've got a couple of Stormtrooper pots. But yeah. And then here is some pickups probably about 18 months ago. Darth Vader, Yoda and C-3PO in full colour edition, bust editions. I think these are quite cool and I'd love to see a few more come out in the garden. And then here is the resin. That sign is the Rebels insignia with Star Wars, but at night you can tell what it is, but during the day, if you don't actually know what the symbol is, though it does look like some big giant appendages, male appendages, which is quite funny. But yeah, we have Darth Vader, which is a little bit worse for wear. His head's fallen off a couple of times. Some droids, little baby Grogu there. And in the back we've got Yoda, C-3PO, Chewie, Rey in the corner there, Princess Leia with a busted arm, another stormtrooper and Han Solo. They're quite fragile, so if the dog gets up there and knocks them over, they do fall over. But yeah, that happens. But yeah, they're all sitting on top of the barbecue, and when it's lit up at night, it looks quite cool. I'll probably do a nighttime tour down the track, and I am getting into some Govey lighting, so hopefully everyone will see this. Probably won't happen until next summer, but that is the Nerd Garden collectibles. Just going into the house, obviously it's Star Wars Day, watching Season 2 of Andor. In the lounge room here, we've got life-size Grogu, the bird whose name I can't forget from the sequels, BB-8, a snow globe of Grogu, and another little Grogu collectible, and as you can see, some Disney figures out there. An R2-D2 that is sound activated, but I haven't had the sound on for a long time. Back into the man cave to finish the tour. Thank you for making it this far. Please like and subscribe. I apologise for the rawness of this video. It is my first ever time. But I promise to get better, and I'll practice more with the gimbal and work out how best to use it all. But thank you for watching my Star Wars Day tour. As I said, like and subscribe, and we'll do a much deeper dive into the man cave to see all the other figures. But yeah, I didn't show our Mr. Potato Head collection there. So we've got also a little poo emoji, but you can see the Potato Heads, Kylo, Darth Vader, a Princess Leia one that I think is quite cute, but it's getting dark down there. But yeah, sorry for the glare. But yeah, we have a little, I think they're called Darth Tater, C-3PO Tater as well. But yeah, that is the collection as it stands in the games room. And stay tuned for more in depth, and then we'll also be doing the sneaker collection videos. And here's a pan of the man cave as a whole. As you can see, lots of figures, lots of things going on. The bar fridge, and yeah, the man cave. Thank you.